The African Wild Tournament Expert Division qualifying round, hole number 4. Here we're playing a Zerk blasted shot to the green. Uh, what I can tell you is there is some risk involved in this shot. The risk has been rough only. I haven't done anything, I haven't seen anything crazy where it lands in any bunker. But you can catch some funky bounces here where you don't quite roll out of the rough. So you end up just short in the rough, or you'll catch a crazy bounce where it bounces really high and flies and rolls long into the rough on the opposite side of the green. But in every case, it's been a baby rough iron chip very close to the green. So it's either rough iron or, fairway or green for a putt. So real good chance at dropping this one. I've tried to work out as much of the bugs as I can. I do have 3 wind angles here. I do have different top spins per wind angle and wind strength, which kind of make it a little bit complicated. However, it's the only way I could get uh, any kind of real consistency out of it. So I'll give you what I got, practice it a few times, and see what you can get out of it. The adjustment is P5 minus 35% max numbers. We're setting up at max extension. P5 max extension. If you have the APOC 5 and 6, you'll have 2/3 of the blue ring into the fairway. Right? We're using this line here. APOC 7 is 1/3 of the blue ring in the fairway, and an APOC 8 is blue ring touching the fairway. All at P5 max extension. Once you get there, release it, adjust P5 minus 35% max, and this is going to give you your wind angle. And I'm just adding spin after after I adjust so that I know what wind angle that I'm pulling at here. So the 3 major wind angles are as follows. So we're going to use the left side of this house, and then we're going to split the difference between that house and the rock. This rock, this house, right? We're splitting the difference there. So in the middle here, this is my neutral wind angle, this is my crosswind, and this is my tailwind. In winds 9.8 or lower, I recommend pushing up 1+ yard in all wind angles. Now, I have tested that in some wind angles, but I haven't been able to test it in all. So definitely, I honestly would push it up no matter what, and then worst case scenario, you're in the rough just on the other side of the green, but should still be safe no matter what. Crosswind angle, wind between 9 and 9.5. You'll use 3.7 topspin. 9.6 to 10.1 is 3.6 topspin. 10.2 to 10.7 is 3.4 topspin. 10.8 to 11.3 is 3 topspin. 11.4 to 11.9 is 2.1 topspin. It's always 2 left spin in all wind angles. All we're going to do is change the amount of topspin based on wind angle, wind strength, right? If you're in the neutral wind angle, 9 to 9.5 is 3.5 top. 9.6 to 10.1 is 3 top. 10.2 to 10.7 is 2.8 top. 10.8 to 11.3 is 2.3 top. And 11.4 to 11.9 is 2.0 top spin. Tailwind angle is 9 to 9.5 is 2.6 top spin. 9.6 to 10.1 is 2.4 top spin. 10.2 to 10.7 is 2.2. 10.8 to 11.3 is 1.7 top spin, and 11.4 to 11.9 is 1.6 top spin. So I know it's kind of a lot of numbers, but it's really not that difficult. Set up, adjust, check your wind angle, and then always 2 left spin, and then just top spin as needed per whatever wind angle you fall into. So once you write out your charts, it shouldn't be too hard to follow this. The only other thing that I'm doing here is I'm going to change the amount of curl based on the wind angle. So, you know, the crosswind doesn't need as much curl as the tailwind, right? Because we're getting pushed over there to the left. So those curl references are also quite easy. So if you're in the tailwind angle, this is the reference you want to use. I'm actually in the neutral angle, so I used the wrong amount of curl here, but this is the correct curl for the tailwind angle where your center line is touching the outside of the shot circle. Then if you're in the neutral, you're going to want to be a few clicks in, and then if you're in the crosswind, you want to split the shot circle. So this would be neutral, and then this would be crosswind curl. Right? Less curl. Crosswind, neutral, and then tailwind. All right? That's it. Practice this one a couple of times. Get familiar with the setup. Get familiar with how it's bouncing and rolling out for you. I tried to make this one as safe as I could while still giving you a good chance. And this is what I've got. So hopefully it works out for you and you're walking away from this one with the Easy Eagle, ideally. Now, if you wanted to play around with this a bit more, there is, you know, definitely opportunity for a hole-in-one, but it's going to take a lot of tweaking to get those bounces correct for that to be dropping with any kind of consistency. Because if you're landing in, if you see the fairway is quite pitted and it's got potholes and dips and humps and all those, so if you land a little bit high or a little bit right or a little bit left, it bounces differently, and that's what's making this shot inconsistent. So good luck with this one. Practice it a few times. Make sure you're getting the same result as I am, and then I hope you get the drop. We'll catch you on the next one. By the way, it's always full overpower. Curl is needed. P5 minus 35 max.